I resigned from the hate group called Black Americans.
Do y'all know who Scott Adams is?
No.
Not familiar.
Well, he's the creator of the syndicated comic script Dilbert. Do y'all know Dilbert?
Yes, I remember Dilbert.
Okay. Well, the Washington Post, LA Times, a bunch of newspapers around the country carried Dilbert. Well, they did. They don't anymore because Scott Adams, for whatever reason, decided to post a video online urging white people to get the hell away from black people.
But as of today, I'm going to re-identify as white because I don't want to be a member of a hate group. I joined a hate group. Nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me. It's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where I have a very low black population. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It's no longer a rational impulse. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. If anybody in the black community focuses on education, they'll do well as well. So I resigned. I resigned from the hate group called Black Americans.
I mean, this is obviously an old crazy man. Like, he's old and senile. So
Yeah,
I really don't,
mad.
I'm not even taking it seriously at all.
I think we should take it serious. The only reason I think we should take it serious is because when I hear white people like Scott Adams talk like this, it makes me feel like he has no concept of history whatsoever, like no knowledge of white racial supremacy and colonization. Because, Scott, I don't know if you know, but black people have way more reasons to fear white people than white people have to fear us.
Facts.
Right.
Okay, the only thing white people could possibly be afraid of in regards to black people is black people one day having the type of power and privilege they have and doing to them what they have done to countless marginalized groups for centuries. So, Scott Adams isn't just calling for segregation, he's calling for separation.
Yeah.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad would agree. Okay, but once again, and this is just historic fact, white people have caused more hell on this planet for everybody than anybody. Right?
Facts.
And you can't hear what you don't reveal. So this newfound playing the victim, this white grievance thing that's happening is nuts to me. Okay, black grief should not lead to white grievance because we have every single reason to grieve. Now, can we also talk about self-destruction and self-sabotage because we're not talking about that in this situation. Dilbert was published daily in 2,000 newspapers in 65 countries and 25 languages, and now it's been canceled by hundreds of newspapers because Scott Adams woke up and said, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to just go on a racist tirade against black people. I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on black people for no reason. All right, called black people a hate group. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because we hated slavery? Because we hate the fact that there has been no atonement for slavery? Because we hate systemic racism? Why wouldn't a black person hate the fact that from birth to death, we face systemic disadvantages, okay? Inequality between blacks and whites persists in every single aspect of society, okay? And the economy. Why wouldn't we hate that, all right? No matter what laws and policies have been created to address these systemic disadvantages, it still has left black people with less education, less wealth, poorer health, and shorter lifespans. And we're not supposed to hate that. Now, I can't speak for all black people, okay? No black person can, but personally, I don't hate white people, but I do hate white supremacy. And I really hate white grievance, especially when the white grievance paints black people as the problem. What's that African proverb? Until the lion learns how to write, every story will glorify the Dilbert. That's how it goes? It's something to that
Not
effect.
the deal.
It's something to that effect. Scott, you called black people a hate group, but think about all these wide gaps I just mentioned. They exist because of slavery, segregation, and discrimination. I haven't even mentioned things like the war on drugs, police brutality. I mean, come on, bro. Hate and racial injustice does not make black people a hate group. But Scott, you know this. You're just racist. Simple and plain. Okay, you're a white supremacist. And white separatism is a concept every neo-Nazi white nationalist talks about all the time. So knock it off.